Welcome back to On the Case. Guys, we're going straight in today, okay? Because usually I do a little intro, but Paul doesn't like when I do an intro because the episodes are too long. And today's actually a very special episode because I have somebody on that I've, one, never met before, and two, don't know that much about. So welcome Grace to the podcast.
Hi. I don't know where the...
You can look wherever you like. You can look at me.
I'll look at you. It'll be easier.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Grace. You might know me from TikTok. You probably don't know me from
You
TikTok.
might. You went viral, is it a year ago?
Almost a year ago. Yeah.
And what made you viral?
I was pregnant.
Okay,
So,
slay.
yeah.
So you got pregnant, obviously, and started posting. Was that when you first started posting?
Yeah, I first started posting when I was about 17 weeks pregnant.
Okay.
Because I was like, I realized that I'm going to be doing this on my own. And I lost like one of my like closest friends. And I literally was like, I just felt like I had nobody to talk to.
So it was like, let me post on TikTok and like get a bit of...
I kind of just need like an outlet or something, you know? Like obviously like I, broke up, or my boyfriend broke up with me. And
Okay.
then I lost my closest friend because of all that. And like I had like my other friends, like my family and stuff like that, but I felt like there was like part like missing, you know?
Okay.
So I just decided why not like post. I felt like I had nothing left to lose, to be honest. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't care.
Well, we're going to deep dive today, people.
Yeah.
I think Paul's a bit nervous. So if those who don't remember, right, Grace posted a video, how long ago now?
Probably...
Has to be over 9 months ago.
Yeah.
About 9 months ago.
Yeah.
And about basically how she got pregnant and her baby daddy wanted nothing got to do with it. And it got like 4.5 million views,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Like,
Yeah. That was the interrailing.
yes. Were you expecting that amount of views?
No, not at all. No.
And was that the first video you posted about the pregnancy?
No, the first video I posted that got 300,000 views,
Okay.
and that I was like in work the whole time, and I was like, "What is happening?" Like my mom was like sending to the family group chat, being like, "Look at Grace's video, look at Grace's video." Yeah, and then I was like, I got home, I was like, "Oh my god, this is actually like insane." And then I started posting more, and then like I got 4 million, like 4.4, I think, on the video about him going interrailing, basically.
So what was the first video you posted? Was that you just announcing you were pregnant?
Well, I announced it on my Instagram. I think it was like just a couple weeks before. And then I was like, I know everyone's talking about this. Like, like I knew. So I was like, right, I'm going to, tell people what happened. Because people are going to make their own like story up. So I was like, I might as well tell them like the truth.
Yeah.
You know?
So when you got pregnant, you were in a relationship?
Yeah.
How long were you in that relationship when you got pregnant?
Well, I was like 6 weeks pregnant when I found out I was pregnant.
Okay.
So we were together like 7 months. Kind of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So relatively fresh.
Yeah.
And how did you know each other?
So we met actually through one of my ex-best friends.
Okay.
Because it was her boyfriend's friend.
Friend.
Yeah.
Right. So obviously, well, maybe not obviously, this wasn't planned. No.
Definitely not planned.
So the Durex ad is coming your way next. So what made you take tests in the first place?
I was like, there's something wrong with me. I didn't know what it was. Like, honestly, my boobs were really sore. I was like, this is weird. And like, I thought, no, like I can't be pregnant, you know?
Yeah, you just think it's never gonna happen to me.
Yeah,
like
literally. And I was like, no, because I was on the patch, like birth control.
Right.
Yeah. So I thought
it was working.
I just assumed, But yeah, I was like, no, I'm definitely not pregnant. Like, but there's something wrong with me. And then like I think he was like, oh, should I do a test? I was like, really? Like, whatever. And like my mom's a midwife as well. And I was telling her.
That's mad.
I know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
When you told me that last night, I was like, what?
Yeah, I know. But I was telling her like everything that was wrong with me. And she said the same day that I got the test, she was like, you should like maybe take a test. And I was like, no, like it's fine, like whatever. But like I took the test with him. He actually bought it. Actually,
okay.
only
one thing he did.
Yeah, literally one good thing he did. Yeah. So he came to my house at like 10 o'clock at night, gave me the test. And I was like, okay. Went to the bathroom. I took it. I didn't like look at it. Like I put it back in the package. So I was like, oh, like look at it together. Let's be fair. Like whatever. And then I went into him and like I have a video. I literally have a video because I took a video of being like, haha, like this is so funny. Like obviously thinking it's gonna be negative. Like
yeah.
And like both of our faces drop.
Seriously.
Yeah. Really
I
bad.
think anyone nowadays that does a pregnancy test just takes a video.
Yeah,
just
I know.
Like,
I feel like that's like part of it,
Yeah.
And like he like just turned away from me, like a solid minute silence, and I started laughing. Do you know, like, because you're just like what, like this isn't real.
Yeah, like surely not.
Yeah,
like.
no. And then he starts laughing as well, and I was like, oh my god. And like I didn't like believe it. Like I remember like that night I was like, oh my God, like I'm gonna have to tell my family, like whatever. I literally told my mom the next day.
I was gonna say, do you have a good relationship with your mom?
Yeah, and
Okay.
like my whole family, like my mom, my dad, and my sister. Like we're really close. Like I tell them everything, do you know?
Okay, so you had no fear going to them?
No, like I think I was most scared to tell my dad. That's just because he's my dad though. But like that's it.
And how old were you when you got pregnant?
19.
Me sitting here at 25 can barely butter toast. I even now I think I'd pass away. So your initial reaction was just like kind of laugh and this isn't happening kind of
Yeah,
vibes.
I like didn't like believe it, and like that night I was just like thinking about it, and like he kind of like straight away was like, okay, so like you're gonna, have an abortion basically, and
straight away
straight away, and I was like, whoa, like that didn't even like I don't
crossed your
know.
mind yet?
It was just a lot like of emotions, and I remember that night I like cried, like I was just like crying because I like was like, is this really happening to me, like. And then like he was like comforting me and everything. Like I never thought that he was gonna like leave. Like that wasn't like I didn't think about that at all.
Yeah.
I just was like, okay, thinking about myself, obviously,
Of course.
And like I remember the next day, like he stayed at mine or whatever, and I was like waiting for like my mom to get home. And then like my sister comes in and she was like, are you pregnant? I was like, what? I was like, what are you talking about? Literally, I was like crying after crying, like, and
is she older than you?
Younger than me.
Okay.
Yeah, she's 18. She's 2 years younger than me.
Okay.
But yeah, so she was like, oh, are you pregnant? And I was like, what? And like ran over to my mom, just like hugged her, and then my mom was like, you're pregnant, aren't you? And then I was like, after all the emotion, I was like, how? Like, why did you think that? And then my mom was like, no, I said it to Chloe in the car.
That you were suspicious that you were
she was like, I
pregnant.
think Grace is pregnant, and Chloe was like, what are you talking about, mom? Like, she's not, like, what? Like, whatever. And then like obviously see me run to my mom crying, and she was like, oh my God, she is.
So you didn't have to, it wasn't like a big shock because you kind of soft launched it to your mom.
Yeah, literally.
You were like, I think I could be pregnant.
yeah, basically. So, and like obviously my mom hugged me and she was like, oh, like we'll support you no matter what. Like a baby's a blessing, whatever decision you make. Like obviously I knew I'd have their support. Like,
yeah, well that's great. That's one positive. And also, especially your mom being a midwife.
Yeah.
She's going to know a lot.
Exactly. Yeah.
So then what happened next with the ex-boyfriend from that day on?
So that day he was upstairs.
Okay.
Obviously they came down, like sat there, and like my sister said that like she thinks that there was like a change in him, right? And like he was really good to me in like our relationship. Like my whole family like loved him. Like he met everyone. We were really close. We probably spent too much time together, I think, as well. Like looking back, but like he was like really like good to me, and like my sister, like he would like come down, like fill both of our Stanley, so make sure like just do like like little things that were just like kind, whatever. And Chloe was like, yeah, it's just that day he just changed, like something
just switched.
Yeah. And I didn't see it because I was so distracted in myself and thinking about like me and like this decision. And it wasn't until a couple of days later he started kind of being a bit weird, like a bit like standoffish. Like that day I told my family, I was like to him, I was like, we should probably tell your family, to be like fair or whatever. And he was like, yeah, okay. And we literally went to his house, like right after I told my family, went to his house on the same day because I didn't want it to be like, I like to be unfair on anyone. So I just wanted everyone to like know. Like,
like your family knew and then his didn't know for like,
yeah. So I didn't want it to be a bit weird that way. So I was like, okay, like I'm okay telling your family, obviously, if you want to. So he wanted it, whatever. And my mom and dad like sat outside just in case like it would kind of went wrong or something and they need me to come in.
Good choice.
Yeah, exactly. So they were like supporting me from outside basically.
Yeah, in case that went down.
Yeah. And I was like, I went in and it was really weird because I was just like, I just need to say it, because he was trying to get his family all to sit down and they were like, what's happening right now?
I think I'd be my heart in my fucking, I don't know what.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know what to do. I was like shaking. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to tell them. But like after we did, they were really basically the exact same as my family.
We're okay.
Yeah, that's what's so weird. They were so like, Grace, it's your decision. Like whatever, obviously it's going to affect the both of you, but ultimately it's your decision.
Okay, good.
And I thought that everyone was on the same page, and I felt great after that day because I was like, okay, like I have like support of my family and the support of his family. And like even like his sister was saying to like my sister, like, oh, we're gonna be aunties, like whatever, like seeing like like whatever.
And like considering you were both so young, to get a good reaction from both families is probably rare.
Yeah,
nowadays.
It is. And like obviously like my mom's a midwife, so she was talking about like all like the options that we had and stuff like that to like his parents and everything. But like after that day, like I stayed at his house that night, it was grand. And then it was kind of the days coming after that when things like started to like change, you know, like his mom I think it was like 3 days later, his mom ended up coming up to my house
Okay.
and was kind of trying to like persuade me to have an abortion, basically. Yeah.
Right.
And I was so like, I remember I was 6 weeks pregnant and I was like so sick. And I remember coming downstairs like in my pajamas, like I just felt like I was gonna vomit the whole time talking to her. So I wasn't really like taking in what she was saying. But Chloe was upstairs, my sister. She was upstairs and she was like, you know, listening to see what she was saying. And basically what she said was like, oh, we're gonna go on holidays in December, but like you're gonna have a couple-week-old baby, like you won't be able to come with us. Like we were gonna bring you on holiday, like kind of stuff like that.
Nearly like guilt tripping you in a way.
Yeah. And she was like, oh, like you're so young, like you don't know, like this might change your relationship. Like, and imagine like him like watching another man like rear his child. That's what she said to me. And that was 3 days after we found out. So she knew that
he was gonna be a goner.
Yeah.
But like that's her basically saying, oh, he's gonna leave you by the way.
Imagine like thinking that your son would do that. I would be like ashamed. Like,
and also you've just freshly found out you're pregnant, so you're obviously like emotional, hormonal, whatever, and then you're getting this. So like, do you think their initial reaction was fake, or they just hadn't processed it?
I don't know. Like, because I was really close with his family, and I thought like that it was like a genuine like reaction.
Okay,
but it, you know, obviously wasn't. Like maybe they thought about it, or what I seen happen was like every time he kind of went to see his family, it's like he changed, like the text, like it didn't sound like the same person I
get you. Maybe they were getting in his head.
That's what I was thinking. But like, he's like a grown man, like make your own decision. Like
Is he your age as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And how did you respond when his mom said all that stuff to you?
I was just sitting there. I was like, yeah, because I was trying not to vomit on her. Okay. You know? So I was like, yeah, okay. And I was like, oh my God, you literally need to sit on the stairs right now. Because I didn't even invite her in. It's like not something I usually do. Like you said, but yeah, like come in. It was also kind of weird that she was there, but she came at a time like when my like parents were at work. You know?
So she knew she'd get you on your own.
Yeah, and that really pissed everyone off.
Yeah, that's not fair.
Yeah, no.
And do you think he knew she went down to your house?
He was there.
Oh, he was there
with me. No, he was with me.
He was in your house.
Yeah.
When she came. His mother came.
And because Chloe answered the door and then she was like, shouted up his name, like, your mom's here. And he was like, what? And I remember just being like in bed because I was so sick. I was like, what is happening? And then like I could hear him say like, oh, like, what are you doing here? You know, so he didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe she was like in her own head and was like, I need to get this sorted now.
Yeah.
So then from then on, what happened?
So then, like, his family were just kind of, they were being a bit weird after that. And I think he went home I think he might have went home with his mom there. I can't really remember, but whatever. He was gone. And he wasn't really, like, answering me. Like, he went out with one of his friends. And he told, because his, you know, the best friend that was friends with my friend.
Yes.
So my friend's boyfriend.
Yes.
Yeah. So, he went out with him.
Okay.
So I really wanted to tell like his girlfriend because she was like one of my best friends. I was like, I really want to tell her, and he was like, no, because it's his best friend as well. So it was like this kind of awkward.
Yeah, I get you.
But then he went out with him and went to like tell him, and I was like, oh my God, so I can tell her now. Like I like FaceTimed her, and I was like, oh my God, I was like, obviously, I was like, guess what? Like I kind of don't know how to say it because it's not like exciting. But it's a lot of mixed emotions, I think, because you're like excited, but you're like, I don't know, because I didn't know what I was doing yet, but I was like, I just want to tell, obviously, my friend.
Yeah, of course.
You know? And I told her, and she was like shocked, but she was really supportive of me.
Okay.
And even like his friend texted me, and he was like, oh, like he said, I forgot exactly what he said, but he said something like nice to me, like he was being like fair enough, and I was like, grand, so like everything's fine.
Yeah, everyone's like fine with this.
Yeah, and then he kind of like stopped texting me, like he was like, he wouldn't answer me, like I hate that I did this, but like I was like ring him, and it's like something I wouldn't do, but I was like, I just needed like something. I was like, kind of like, what is happening? And he really wanted me to obviously have a termination. And when he was seeing me and stuff, and then when I made my decision, that's when he was like completely like different. Like he didn't want to spend time with me, or he didn't like, he wasn't supportive at all. And he like, I remember him being like, oh well, like sorry, like this is a lot on me, like whatever, I'm literally pregnant right now, like
with someone who doesn't want to keep the baby.
Yeah. And he was like, the whole time it was like me, how I feel. I'm like, I never seen him like that. I was like, what are you talking about? I'm pregnant, carrying a literal human being. I'm like, what? Like, oh,
Poor you.
yeah, like I'm trying not to get sick every 10 seconds.
And how long after you found out you were pregnant were you like right, I need to make a decision, or was it just like it just came to
I booked therapy for us because I was like, right, like it's like free. It's in Dublin. I actually forget where I went. Anyway, but I booked therapy for us both to go, and I like told him, I was like, listen, like just to talk to someone, like we're not making a decision today, but like, you know, maybe she can like help us, or like if like, you know, talking to someone in front of someone can kind of help you hear each other properly, because we were kind of like fighting and bickering and stuff like that. So yeah, so we went, and I went, and he didn't show up basically. Yeah.
Right. Oh, he was meant to show up.
He was meant to show up, but he didn't show up. And I was like, okay, like, and I still talked to her. And I remember her saying like, you know, you might be doing this on your own and stuff. And I was like, yeah, like he'll come around. I was like, yeah, okay. But then in my head, I was like, sure, like I know he's gonna come around. I really thought I knew him, because like before, like we were in a relationship, we were friends. So I was like, I thought like that we had like established like a good like friendship.
Yeah, before anything else.
Yeah. I thought that was like a really good thing, because I felt like I knew him already, like before he was like my boyfriend. Do you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't come to the therapy, and I was talking to her, and she was great. Like she was like really helped me. She helped me see that like I wanted to continue with the pregnancy, you know?
Yeah.
And
because sometimes talking to someone that's not in your family or someone that you don't actually know helps, because you get like an outsider's perspective.
Because she's not biased either.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So I made my decision, and telling him that, he was just like, okay, like really like short answers and stuff like that. And when he actually like broke up with me, I knew he was gonna break up with me. Like I knew it, and I was so annoyed, because I like kind of made it easy for him. I was like, are you gonna break up with me? And he was like, I shouldn't have said it. I should have made him say it. You know, like one of my biggest regrets. I'm like, I should have made it harder for him.
Yeah, but like in those moments, you can't look back and like, you know,
I know, yeah,
because shit happens. But so yeah, when you told him you were gonna keep the baby, he was just like, bye.
It was like 2 weeks later.
Okay.
And that's when I was like, okay, like I'm like on my own, you know? Like, cause I was trying to like talk to him, he wasn't answering me. And then I went up to his house to like return his stuff, because I don't know. I shouldn't have returned them, so I should have kept them.
You do things though in these situations.
Yeah, because and he didn't return my stuff either, and I wanted to get it. Like I remember I said to one of my friend Kelly, I was like, just telling her, because it's really confusing actually. Now I'm thinking about it, because I know you don't like. I'm trying to say it like you don't know it, you know.
Okay.
But basically, my friend,
his friend's girlfriend. Yeah.
So she like since like after we broke up, I was like, oh, like would you mind getting my stuff that was in his house? And basically she kept making excuses from like, and I was like, but like you can't, like not, she doesn't even have to go to the house. Like her boyfriend could, because they're always seeing each other.
Yeah.
Just to get like a bag of my stuff, give it to her. Like I like just to make it kind of as seamless as possible.
Yeah.
So I don't have to like go to his house, or you don't have to go to my house, like whatever. Like
you don't need to see each other.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You can do it that way.
It's not like awkward, because like they're kind of like, they're friends.
Yeah.
And, like I'm friends with her, so I thought it would be fine.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, no, it wasn't like she kept making up excuses, and it was like, and I was like, this is actually the one thing I asked you for. Like I wouldn't ask for anything. Like, you know?
And were you friends with her before the boys were even involved?
Yeah.
Right, but that's bad.
Yeah.
Is she a goner now?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did that friendship fizzle out?
Well, after that, I was like, I said to her, I was like, I really need you right now. Like, can you please do this like one thing? And she was like, oh, well, I'm in work at this time. Like, oh, like I'm doing this. And I'm like, so can you? Like, what time? Like, when can you?
Yeah,
you know?
making excuses.
Yeah, like, and I knew it, like none of it was like real, you know? So I was like, I said to her, I was like, you're actually not being a good friend. Like, I was like, I'm not gonna like tiptoe around this, because I actually don't have time for this.
No, you don't have time.
Yeah.
Baby's on the way.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like just said it like straight to her, and I was like, you're not being a good friend like right now. And she was like, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. And I was like, oh.
Yeah, once you get them, sorry you feel that way. It's just like, no point.
Yeah.
So when you posted, what was the interrailing situations? This is what made you post a video?
Yeah, so I found out that he went interrailing, and I was really annoyed, because like I think I posted that video with like a lot of emotion. Of
course.
Well, because I just like, you know,
I feel like we're quite similar. Like you kind of want the world to know how bad a person is.
Yeah.
Like, that was, I don't do it anymore as of last week. That was my outlet. I was like, I need to tell everyone what this person has done. So yeah, I get that, the emotion.
Yeah. So like I just like sat down, like I kind of knew he did, like deep down, like I knew it. You know when you just have like a gut feeling, like, just had a gut feeling, and then I like found out, like confirmed
That he was gone.
That he, yeah. I think I found out. I think it was like a day before he came back or something, and I was like, I knew he was gone.
Oh, so you didn't know he was gone the whole time because you were no contact.
Yeah, no contact. Like I knew he was going.
Right.
Didn't know like if it was like what time it was booked for or anything. I didn't know if he like cancelled it maybe, like I didn't know, but then like I found out that he actually went, and I was like, oh my god. And the thing is, he never like didn't see me at all, didn't give me any money during my pregnancy. It's like that's when you buy most of the stuff.
Yeah, so like you're sitting at home pregnant, probably like semi scared, you know what's going on, and he's off interrailing and spending money on fucking probably pints in Croatia.
So expensive.
So expensive.
Like,
so from then on, what happens? So you start posting videos. How does that go down? With him and with everybody?
So yeah, I told my best friend, my ex-best friend now, I told her, I was like, you haven't like said anything to me. Like she didn't say anything to me about me posting videos.
Which is strange.
Which is so weird. And I thought that was really weird. She was like, oh, I already know the story. I was like, so you're not gonna say anything about like all these people seeing that? Like, would you not be like, oh, like go you for like, you know, like saying like
commenting on it and being like, you know,
nothing. And I was like,
weird.
Yeah. So then I was like, I kind of just distanced myself from her, and I was like, I don't need it. And then I made a video and talked about what she did. So
is that still up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was doing a deep dive last night on Grace's account, but I was like, I don't want to watch everything because I want to get some of the info myself. So you were no contact, you and him. Did he reach out when you started posting videos?
No, but I said to him, like, can we meet up like loads of times?
Okay.
He like would make an excuse, or he like wouldn't go or whatever. And he was like, oh, like when I said like, can we like meet up? He was like, I'm away at the minute, right? That's when he was interrailing.
Right.
And then like I messaged him, I was like, so are we gonna like talk about this, like whatever? And he was like, well, I would have, but after what I've seen, or like, and that was when I posted the video like got 4 million views. So,
you would die. You would die.
Yeah.
And did his family reach out about anything you posted?
No.
Nothing. It's funny because again, very different situations. When I posted my ex-boyfriend's story, never heard a peep. I thought I was gonna get fucking people at my door and everything. Nothing from him, nothing from his family. But I feel like when they know that their child or their family members in the wrong, like, what can they do?
Yeah, literally, that's the thing. Like
what are you gonna do? Knock on your door and be like, why are you telling people the truth?
Yeah. Nothing I said was a lie. Like I thought I'd get something by like talking about his mom and stuff like that, because like I have, but nothing.
No,
because like you can't, like it's all true.
Exactly, and it's your experience.
Yeah.
So you were pregnant. Were you going to all the appointments on your own, or what was the story with all that?
So I was going to the appointments on my own, or I was going with like my mom. My mom was my birth partner, so she was like, come with me, and she's a midwife, so she's in the hospital already.
What, for people that don't know, what's a birth partner?
So just someone that like supports you through your birth.
They come in when you're giving birth.
Yeah, like a lot of the time it could be like your partner, or if you don't have a partner, or you don't want it to be your partner, because a lot of the time, like especially like men, they're not great.
No, sorry, Paul.
They're not.
Men aren't, especially in those situations.
Yeah.
They wouldn't know what to be doing or saying or looking or whatever.
So sometimes you just need something, like even if it's like, you know, your sister, your best friend, your mom, like something like that. Like I think I still would have like picked my mom if I was with my
I feel like partner. I need my sister.
Yeah, like you do. Like my sister was there as well. That's because I had a home birth. I was able to have like
yes. We're gonna chat about the home birth. You'd want the dad involved, but if they're treating you like that, you don't. So we're like, were you upset at all going to these appointments on your own? Were you like, oh, he could have been here?
Well, like I think scans and stuff like that, like big appointments.
Yeah.
You know, like the like weekly ones, stuff like that. I'm like, he probably wouldn't have came anyway. Like it's kind of whatever.
Okay.
And I think I think it was just the first couple of appointments, and then I just got used to it, and I was like, this is it.
Yeah.
There's something I can
So
do.
you had a home birth.
Yes.
What the hell? So was that always the plan?
No, wasn't the plan.
So how did that come about or happen?
So I actually, usually when you like make your decision, like people will like decide like before they're pregnant, whatever. But obviously I didn't know I was gonna get pregnant. So like it wasn't something that was on my mind.
Yeah.
But when I found out I was pregnant, I didn't even think about home birth until I started like looking into it. And because I started talking to my mom about it, and cause I didn't know much about it.
Yeah, because I didn't think it was even a thing. I thought it was just like something the Kardashians do. Like literally no.
Yeah, so I was talking to my mom about it, and she's like, I actually think this would be like a really good idea, because obviously she's a midwife and she's seen so many births happen in hospital. She's never seen a birth happen at home, but like she got me in contact with my midwife, and it was so great because she came to my house, like my first appointment, which is usually like probably like half an hour. Literally, she stayed for 4 hours.
No way.
4 hours. So we could just chat. Like, and I was like, I felt like I knew her so well. And I was like, oh my God,
that.
yeah. And like, we just got on so well. And I was like, I'm so excited for this.
Yeah.
She made me so excited for like birth and everything.
That's really nice. I feel like I'd be shitting myself.
No, like there was like sometimes like at night I'd be like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to actually push this baby out.
Actually, like once it's in there, like it has to come out.
I know
that's just the only way.
I was telling myself. I was like, there's no way out of this.
Yeah,
like,
this baby needs to come out. Like,
exactly.
oh my God. So obviously your own mom can't be your midwife, can they?
No. Well, she's not like she's a manager now, so she's not like on the wards or anything.
Doing the okay.
Yeah. So like, I mean, like if like my midwife didn't come in time, like I'm sure my mom would
step in.
Yeah, but that didn't happen. So no. Yeah.
So before you actually give birth, do they come over often?
Yeah, they come over. Like it's the same amount as you'd usually have like in the hospital, but like so I was going between her and then the rotunda, which was because you're like still with a hospital.
Okay.
Because so the hospital kind of employs her,
the midwife. Right.
Yeah. And they kind of keep in contact. So if anything were to like happen, like say if like I went into labor early and I couldn't have a home birth, then I'd go into the hospital and they'd like know what's going on with me and stuff.
Yeah, you were saying up until what? How many weeks can you go into the hospital or do it at home?
So once you're after 37 weeks, then you can.
It's safe to do it at home.
Yeah, so because like anytime before that, you have to go into the hospital. So at like any point, if I went into labor early, like I would have had to go into the hospital, and I kind of knew that already. Obviously, I wanted to have a home birth, but I was okay with like, you know, if I can't, I can't, and it's for a reason.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
So do you like get the bath and all that crack? Like how does that work?
So actually you can go, there's actually a Facebook group.
Okay.
Right. That you can like the baths, because you have the pool, okay? And then you get a liner for it. So you're never actually like touching the inside of the pool. Like so
I get you.
So say if you're having like 3 babies and you want to, you could use the same pool 3 times, you just change the liner so it's like clean, you know, and like sterile and everything. Yeah. So you can get them off people, so people like kind of like share them about and stuff, because they are expensive to buy.
Yeah, and then when you're done with it, you're done with it. Like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like my midwife, like she's like, obviously she loves home birth, but she's like, if someone like couldn't afford it, she would get one for them.
Oh, I love that.
I love her so much. Like I miss her. Like I remember when after I had Sadie, I was like, so is this the end?
That was like me and my driving instructor. I was like, I passed my test, is that it? Slightly different situation. So did you get one off the Facebook group in the end?
No, I knew a girl like that was having a home birth and she had her baby a couple months before I had Sadie, so she lended me hers. Okay. So it worked out, yeah.
And what was the labor situation? So I was watching your videos last night. You started having contractions.
Yeah.
So you knew it was coming.
I was like, yeah. I was kind of like curious. I was like, I'm kind of excited because like, what's it feel like? You know, like I'm like, I don't know. Like,
what do contractions feel like?
So kind of feels like you like have diarrhea.
Brill.
Yeah. So if you can.
Me later when I've had 3 coffees today.
So that's basically what it feels like.
Oh, I don't like that now.
And yeah.
Like cramps.
Yeah, like crampy. Like I don't really have like a bad period. So I wouldn't get cramps that often.
I'm the same.
I was like, is this the cramp or do I need to go to the toilet? You know what I
mean?
I get you. Yeah. So yeah, basically it was like 4 a.m. and I was like, there's like weird feelings. I'm like, I think they're cramps. We can also get like this thing called Braxton Hicks. And they're like,
heard of that.
They're like fake contractions.
Right.
They're like practice contractions.
And was this past your due date, before your due date?
This is past. So I was like 41 and 1 day.
Okay. So that's a week and a half late, is it?
Yeah, a week and 1 day.
A week and 1 day late. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I like started getting these and I was like, and I was like, so like the whole like week like that she was due, I was like, any day now. Yeah. And like everyone was texting being like, so have you had the baby? I'm like, no guys, I'm sorry, like I haven't. And yeah, so I started getting like these, like they weren't that bad to where like I couldn't like get out of bed. Okay. Because my midwife was like, when you start getting contractions, if you can like sleep through them, do, because labor's long, so you might as well get your rest, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And they started happening and I was like excited. I was like, I can't sleep, like I'm excited. But then I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna actually have to put
this baby's on the way.
Yeah, so it was like so much emotions. And then I was like lying there and I was like, this is getting bad. And then 2 hours later, so about 6 a.m, like, I hear everyone getting up and I was like, I'm just gonna go in. Like I went into my sister and I was like, Chloe, and she was like, and I was like, I think it's happening.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she was like, oh my god, really? She's like, okay. She's like, okay, I'm not going to school. She's like, ready.
Yeah, little day off.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
My sister fucking would milk that. And then did you go and tell your mom? Like,
yeah,
the whole
she went in and told my mom because Chloe was like, just go in, like tell them. I was like, I don't want it to be like a false alarm, like after like telling everybody.
Yeah.
So she went in, and then my mom was like, why would you not come in and tell me? I'm like, I don't know, like I just didn't want to like
alarm everybody.
Yeah. And like, oh, like bless my dad was like, okay, ready, get the pool ready, like you know, like trying to get everything done. Yeah, like he set it up like properly. Like he put like plastic all over the floor in the sitting room, like all over the couch, all over everywhere.
All over the couch.
Yeah.
Is that just in case, like, I don't know?
Because I'm gonna have to lie on the couch after. Do you know?
Oh yeah. Okay. So you started having contractions around 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And how long after that did you actually give birth?
I think it was like 21 hours. It was long.
Christ.
It was long. But I basically why I didn't have kind of embarrassing anyway.
Oh, nothing's embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, but basically I had like my iron was really low during pregnancy, and you need and like kind of that happens anyway.
Okay.
So, but it was still low before. Like I need to be taking iron tablets.
Yeah,
still.
I think every female.
Yeah,
doesn't have enough
I know.
iron.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like taking them, and no one knows this, they actually make your poo like cement. So
Nice.
Yeah. So basically that was the problem.
Okay.
So obviously Sadie's head was down, great, but I can't believe I'm talking about this right now.
It's all natural.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm probably gonna be like, I don't know what's gonna come out of your mouth next.
Basically, like her head down.
Okay.
And like obviously I needed to go to the toilet.
Okay.
But it was like blocking her head.
Right.
Do you know? Because like
I'm like, which holes is all this stuff going out of? Because I'm like,
I know I need to draw a diagram.
Yeah.
Like explaining it. Yeah.
I get you kind of. So
Yeah.
you're trying to push the baby out.
Yeah.
But you also need to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
And the toilet is blocking the baby coming out.
Basically, but it wasn't like I needed to push there and then. Like I was having contractions, they were bad, like whatever. And then I felt like I needed to, but like that happens, that's like when you're about to push, you feel like you need to do a poo.
Yeah, because people say that you often do, like,
if like
on the table.
Yeah,
like
I know that can happen. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But by the way, I didn't.
Okay,
but, like, sorry, spoiler.
Disclaimer, there was no poo.
Yeah, so I was like, no, I need to like, I need to do a poo basically, and I couldn't, and I was like, oh my god. And I think that's why it took longer. Like I think I could have had her sooner if I just did a poo. Eventually I did a poo.
Okay, brilliant.
And
amazing.
then literally like I think like half an hour after that, I was like, okay,
Baby
I was like, I'm in the pool, like I'm ready. Like my midwife came like literally like 15 minutes before, and I felt like I could push sooner, but I was there like.
I was gonna say, like, how long before does the midwife come? Like, how do you know when it's like go time?
Well, like when they get bad, kind of, like she was like, you'll know when you know. And I was like,
so once the contractions get really bad, it's
Yeah.
like, okay, push time,
Yeah.
baby time.
yeah. So I got into the pool, and she was like, okay, when you get into the pool, like call me. And I said, I'm like, my mom would know as well. I think it was a different situation for me.
Yeah.
But like, I think even if my mom wasn't there, like I'd know. And like, cause I called her the first time, and then she was like, she like examined me, and she was like, okay, like you're like 2 centimeters, like we got time. And then my mom was like, you might as well go, and then we'll like call you back when like when anything starts happening, basically.
Yeah.
And then it was like 2 hours later, maybe an hour and a half later, which is kind of insane because usually it's like an hour every like centimeter,
Right.
you know? But no, it wasn't. I literally just was like, did my poo.
Nice.
And then I was like, I need to have this baby now.
And did I see on your TikTok that you only pushed 4 times?
Yeah.
Is that normal? Like how much does someone usually push a baby out?
Well, like people could push for like 2 hours. Like I was pushing for like, I know, yeah. Like I thought I was pushing for 15 minutes. I said that on my TikTok, but I was talking to my midwife, and she said I was pushing for 9 minutes. So I was pushing for less.
That's
time.
quick birth.
I know, but I like was so like in my head. I was like, this baby's coming out.
Yeah,
like,
and you had
this happen now.
no pain medication.
No, nothing. I didn't even have paracetamol. I know, which is like, come on, like I should have.
You're giving cave woman like back in the day.
Yeah, I know, literally. That's what I said. I was like, yeah.
Oh my! I'm actually like amazed by this. So what did it feel like? Was it sore? Like, was it traumatic?
So like obviously I was like at home, so I think that made such a difference because I was able to like walk around my house. Like I'd like lay in bed for a bit. Like I had a bath before I got into like the pool because I was like, I just want to like sit in like hot water because the pool's supposed to be like the higher end of like body temperature, so the baby like doesn't actually know like that they're born, you know. Because they're just going from like
they're just going from warm to warm. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I think like Sadie's so chill. And I honestly think it's because of her birth.
Do they?
Yeah, because like obviously like my mom has said to me like that a lot of the time, like if a baby has a lot of like, because like birth is traumatic anyway. It's for it, but the less trauma can sometimes like you can kind of see it in the
See
baby.
it in the baby.
Yeah.
So when the baby comes out, midwife takes baby.
Yeah.
And there's a little snip sip situation, is there?
Mhm.
I'm like, so I need to go back to second sex education. Umbilical cord.
So for me, I was the first person to like hold Sadie.
Were you?
Yeah.
So when she
like,
came out, you like took her.
Yeah, because I was like, sorry.
We're getting a live demonstration here, people.
I was like, you know, like this. I was like up against. Sorry, I don't want to like talk in the mic, but like I was like up against like the holding the side, and I was like squatting, and
So you kind of like backwards.
yeah, like this.
Okay.
So, but, like, on my
Okay.
knees. And yeah, so I was like a caveman. That's what I felt, or a cave woman. Sorry, and I was like pushing, and like I felt like I was pushing for way longer than I was. But then when she came out, oh my god, it was just such a relief. Yeah, like honestly. And then my midwife was like, "Okay, go get your baby." I was like, I have a video of it. Like I literally have a video of me giving birth. But
yeah, you posted little clips of it, have you?
yeah, but like Chloe, oh my god, she's best taking the video. She took the whole video.
I was
you
gonna
can
say
see
like that needs to be
everything.
documented.
Yeah, exactly.
When I'm gonna have a full film crew there when I'm having babies. Like RT News, get in now. So what was it like holding the baby for the first time?
I was like, I've never like held a baby like
Yeah, like that tiny, like
that tiny. Like obviously I have, but like not like this is a fresh baby.
yeah,
like,
this is just fresh out the womb,
yeah,
baby.
literally
Out of your womb.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Like I just picked her up, and like I was like, oh my god, and like I knew I was gonna call her Sadie. Like I knew that for ages.
Did you know
so,
that already?
So I was like Sadie, like whatever, like,
Aww.
and then I was like, so obviously the placenta is like still inside,
Okay.
and the umbilical cord is attached to Sadie.
Right.
But she was attached for a while, just like to, you know, get the rest of everything, all the stuff into her basically.
Okay.
And I was like holding her, and I remember like for some reason I like was looking at the umbilical cord, and I was like, oh yeah, don't do that. It really like because it still stuck to the wall, so it was a really weird feeling.
So hang on, you're holding Sadie,
yeah,
and there's an umbilical cord coming from you
to her. Yeah.
Oh lads, I
I
can't
know.
this shit. And then you just decided to yank it.
Yeah, because I was like, just like I was like, oh well, I was like, this needs to come out, like, you know, but like,
so there was no snip.
No, but there was after.
Right.
But so
Jesus
I was
Christ,
like, I
lads.
was gonna like pull it out, and I was like, oh, that's still stuck to my uterus wall. So no,
Right.
didn't do that.
Okay.
And then you like have like another contraction, and then placenta comes out. But the placenta coming out is like so easy after giving birth to like a baby, you know.
Because some people say the placenta coming out is like another birth. Some people say that.
I didn't. I don't know.
It's what is it, like jelly?
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
what
God.
it feels like. It kind of it feels like just like jelly. I think maybe because I was on water as well, it made a difference.
Yeah, I'm thinking that. I'm like, here's me like planning my future pregnancy. Like low-key, if you're in water, I feel like, I don't know, it just feels like it would be easier.
Yeah.
It sounds like it would be easier.
Yeah. I think it definitely made a difference because I can't imagine doing it dry.
Yeah.
You know?
Just like dry pushing that baby out.
Yeah. And especially like imagine like being on your back. Do you know? Like I just wouldn't like
I like TMI because I like can't even use a tampon.
Really?
Yeah. So like imagine like I've tried before and then like trying to get it out, it's just like ugh. Imagine trying to get a full blown baby out there dry. And surely you're not dry, like surely whatever.
Yeah.
But it just proves that you can have natural births at home.
Yeah.
But then obviously there's no like medical like equipment and stuff. So what
There
happens?
is.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, there is.
They bring that stuff.
Yeah, so my midwife like had everything like ready. Like when she came over the first time, she like had fluids and stuff for me. She put it on the like radiator so it was warm. Like in the hospital that'd be cold. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she had everything like set up in case anything was to go wrong, and like an ambulance would be waiting for you outside. There wasn't one for me because I had her so like quick because of you know the obstruction. So then so you would have like a ambulance outside, and if anything were to like go wrong, go straight in the ambulance.
Straight to the
and
hospital.
like and your midwife can come with you. Like I email just to say like if anything, like the hospital just be like, oh, can my midwife like come in with me? And like they're gonna say yeah, they're not gonna say no, but just so everyone's aware of what's going on. And so I like she had everything ready. And she let me keep the scissors that she used, or that Chloe used to cut the umbilical cord.
Cute.
Yeah.
And if you want, can you get an epidural at home? Obviously.
No.
No, you can't.
No, that's the only thing. Yeah, you can't.
Right.
Because you need to be in the hospital for that. Yeah.
Okay.
So
They inject something into your back, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's like pain relief for like.
Yeah, you just go numb basically.
I will say
you go
every last one of those injections.
But that's the thing, you can't like feel, like if you can't feel, you don't know where to push from. So
I get
sometimes that's why people tear. Like not always, depends. Everyone's different. But like if you can't feel, like if I told you to do poo right now, you can't. You don't need to.
Yeah.
But if
you don't know that. No, I'm joking.
Maybe you do actually after those coffees.
So after, like, this is where I feel like you're like a science teacher and I'm asking these mad questions. So after you gave birth, right?
Yeah.
I would just feel like I'm open to the world. Like, are you open to the world?
So, no, like, okay, for like the 15 minutes after, like I remember being like, it's hot, like ring of fire. Like I swear, like it was like that was insane.
Like, I'd be afraid to pee. I
was so scared to pee. I didn't pee till the next day.
Stop.
No, I was so scared because not just like that. It's like raw down there. You know?
Yeah.
But just that I'm like empty. Like imagine like it was so weird. Like obviously now I feel like normal because like
totally normal.
Everything's gone back to where it's supposed to.
Brill. Love it.
Like I remember like just after giving birth, I was like, oh my God, I literally can't get up. I'm empty inside. I kept like overthinking. I almost made myself pass out like 3 times because I kept thinking about the fact I was empty, and I was like, I don't know why it's like freaking me out so much. Like I like tried like even like my mom was like, okay Grace, like, I think you should like go and try like go to the toilet, and I was like, okay. I was like, Mom, I have to crawl. I was like, well, I can't. The fact I'm empty is freaking me out. And like even like I remember like I was on my hands and knees. I just like see my stomach. I was like, just go back.
So did your stomach just deflate?
Yeah, and like I'm breastfeeding, so that kind of makes your uterus contract and basically makes it go smaller quicker.
Okay.
So yeah.
Holy shit, guys, this is crazy. So after birth of gorgeous baby Sadie, when do we tell baby daddy baby's arrived?
I told him like that day.
Right.
But I just basically said what I said on my Instagram. I was like, I'm not going to personalize it. Like I haven't seen him. Like I asked, like I remember I was like 38 weeks pregnant and I was like, can we meet up? Nothing. Like I was supposed to have had Sadie, like her due date passed. And I was like, can we meet up? No, like whatever. He's like, I don't think it's a good idea for some reason. Anyway, wait, what was the question again? Sorry.
When you told him and what kind of happened from then on?
So I told him, I just texted him and I sent him a picture, but it was a picture of like me literally just after giving birth, right? And he just wait, actually, I'll literally read it.
Yeah, let's get the tea right now.
Yeah.
This is like actually wild. And sorry, I meant to ask, was it ever an option that he was going to attend the birth?
No, like he didn't. Like I think he texted me like a week before I was giving birth, and he was like, oh, I know like that the baby's going to be here soon. Like he wanted to be in the birth cert. Actually, that's what he says.
Right.
Yeah, but it's like also I need you there. I can't just sign for you. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, like obviously.
Did he want to be there? Do you think?
At the birth? No, he never even seen me pregnant. He never seen me with a bump.
What?
Yeah,
that is mental.
Yeah, I don't think he would like. I think he wanted it to not be real.
It sounds like he wanted it to go away. If he didn't see it, it wasn't happening.
I think as well, like his family wanted me to like disappear, and that's like the reasons why I posted, because I'm like, you're trying to like silence me.
Yeah, and I won't be silenced.
Yeah, that's not happening. I was like, no, like I'm gonna talk.
So what did he respond when you just send him, here's your baby?
Oh, this is just so annoying. He literally said,
I'm dying for this now.
He literally just, he said, oh my God, where is it gone? He goes, thanks for letting me know. Glad she arrived safe. Are you kidding me?
Your little child.
Arrived.
Like she's like the baby Grinch that was like put down in the front door.
Exactly. Like, I'm sorry. Like, what do you mean? Do you think she got delivered to the house?
Oh my God, like
Amazon, like
next day delivery. Oh my God.
Like no, like what do you mean arrived safe? I actually was in labor for hours. Which I did it like my whole pregnancy on my own. Like, what do you mean arrived safe?
I'm actually dead.
Like, are you joking? And then he goes, when you get a picture, if you could send it on, I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate if you were there during my pregnancy. Thank you. Are you joking?
I'd appreciate a picture of the child.
And then he said, this was like hours later. So someone definitely said, did you not say like, are you okay? Like after that.
Yeah.
So then he goes, also just wanted to say congratulations, Grace. And I hope you're doing okay. And that was like 9 hours later. And I remember seeing that and I was like, I just left them unopened. I was like,
surely the first, like people always say you need to see how the mother is as well as the child.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But like 90% of the time the baby's fine. It's like the mom that went through all that, and like your body is like recovering. Like Yeah.
And any word from his family, parents?
No. When I found out the gender, I texted his mom. And I was
Okay.
like, I just said you're going to have a granddaughter. And she was just like, oh, congratulations, a baby girl. Like, it was nothing to do with her almost.
It was like, it's your thing.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you.
Literally, it was like, okay, that's over there. That's nothing to do with me. And like, I never got anything like for Sadie from any of his family.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Clothes, presents, money, nothing.
Like, I thought I would have like maybe gotten something from like maybe his mom or his sister, like maybe like, because as a girl, like how could you like
like
not feel like something, and like especially like his mom, like you had a baby, like
your mother,
you know that it's not easy. So yeah, I didn't get anything from anyone.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah, I know.
It really is. And like, do you feel anger at the moment, like towards him? Do you feel anything towards him?
It's kind of weird, right? Because I obviously never want to go back there. Like, I'd never get back with him. Never.
No, you couldn't. After
like,
abandoning you for that important event in your life, you just couldn't.
Yeah, I don't look him the same, but also like I'm grateful that I met him because I have Sadie.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird because it's like I like kind of hate you, but thanks. Do you know?
Yeah, I get you. Mad. So let's talk positive things.
Yes.
So what is Sadie like? What's it like being a mom? Like,
it's kind of crazy. Like sometimes I'm like, wow, I like keep her alive.
Yeah. Like,
do you know?
You like
I actually, no, it's mad. Like obviously I love her so much. Like you never feel that. Like I've never felt like that before.
Yeah.
Like,
every mother says that. Like,
yeah.
Which I can't imagine.
Like for the day after she was born, I just like stared at her. Like I should have been sleeping, you know, but I was just like, I shouldn't look at her. And like, I was just crying. So I was like, oh my God. It's also like an adjustment. Like, oh my God, this is my life now. But like babies, like they kind of just like slot in really easy, you know? And that's like kind of what it's been like, because like my family love her, obviously, you know?
Yeah.
Like they're all obsessed with her. And she just kind of like fits in, and like it's like I can't remember life before her, really.
Yeah,
you know,
because obviously a big thing when people have babies young is like, what about college? What about jobs? What about life? So what did you go to college? I was in college. Yeah. Okay. So I had to leave because it was I found out I was pregnant in April anyway, so I was finishing up soon. Okay. So I after I found out I was pregnant, I like just was like, okay, I need to like defer. Mentally checked out. What were you studying?
Media.
Slay. Where were you doing that?
Minute.
Oh my God, Queen, like twins.
Yeah, I know.
It was probably my course, was it?
It was like it was media studies. What was it? MH109.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
What the hell? That's crazy.
Oh my God,
that's mad.
That's insane.
Or were you in first year?
Yeah. So I deferred second year.
Well, girl, I recommend finishing the course if Minute were listening right now. No, but low-key, that's crazy. Yeah. And do you think you'll go back?
Well, I don't know. Like I can defer for 2 years. Okay. And then I can make a decision. But like also like I'm working, like I'm really enjoying work at the minute. Well, obviously I'm not back in work now, but like before. Okay. I was doing admin and I really like that, which is so weird. Like I never thought I'd like to do admin, but like I just like, I don't know, I'm just like enjoying that. So I might maybe defer for second year and then I'll make the decision when it comes. But yeah, I might also go to college for like what I'm like working as now, do you know? Okay, I get you. And I'm not back to work till September, so like I have time.
You've loads of time to decide, and like at least if you can defer that for another full year, like you'll know, you'll just know. And at least was obviously I've done the course. It's not obviously it's difficult, but it's not like you're doing fucking medicine or law or something like really hard. Like it's fun, but obviously trying to balance a baby in college could be
that's the only thing. Yeah.
So obviously as we've been talking about, you post a lot about it online. What is the reaction like? Positive, negative, both?
Well, I think there's definitely two very different sides to it, you know. Like I get so much support like from people, and like I never actually expected that. Like it really like helped me, and especially people that like kind of went through like a similar situation or like are going through it. And like I kind of felt like I had like this like little like community of people that like kind of know like how I feel. Yeah. And even people that don't and are just like supporting me and like, you know, like it really makes difference. But like then the hate like
I was looking at some of your comments last night and it's surprisingly it's women and they're like blaming you.
I know.
Like you should have told him to wear a condom. You should have done this. You should have I'm like,
it's internalized misogyny.
Like and like do you like respond to these things or do you just
I don't respond. No. Like I remember there was like one person that kept leaving hate comments and I was like, I actually had to block. Like
block button.
I like when I started posting I was like, I'm not gonna block, like whatever, you know, like thanks for like, you know, pushing
the engagement.
That's exactly what I was thinking. But like she was actually like it was like every second of the day. I'm like, does she not have like anything else to do? So I just had to block.
Like low-key with your situation, because it's 50-50, you nearly want them people arguing in the comments because that boosts the engagement.
That's what happens. That's the thing. They actually like are just fighting with people, and I'm like, well, thank you.
When they fight with each other in the comments, it what boosts the engagement.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like it must be disheartening. But I'd be disheartened seeing women.
I know that's
blame you,
and especially like people that like are like mothers as well. I'm like, girl, like we actually like we should be supporting each other.
It's like sticking together. We're doing the same thing.
I don't get it at all. Like, and I know like men are gonna say, not to be like a men hater. I'm not, but like, you know, like
I'm a 90% man hater.
Yeah,
the odd one is decent. My own boyfriend's all right, I suppose.
Yeah, no, there's not a lot of men that like.
No, there's not.
But like, it is women as well. Like, it's not just men either.
Yeah.
But just like men, I'm like, I don't really care like that much. But I'm like, when it's like a girl, I'm like, are you, like, really? Like, and this also can happen to anybody. You know, like
anybody.
Like I was on birth control. I got pregnant. Did not mean to. But it happened. And I can't like.
Were you so the patch? Did you just stick that on your body? Yeah,
you just stick it on. Like I used to stick it on like my hip.
Okay.
But I don't know if it like wasn't attached properly. Like it probably wasn't realistically.
Yeah.
Like if you're on the patch, like I don't want to like scare you. I mean, maybe you should change.
Just make sure it's on right.
Yeah. Like you would just like stick it on, and I'd be like, Grant. Then you'd be safe for a week, and you just change it every week.
Every week.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd wonder if yours was just in the wrong position, or if it just didn't work.
Yeah.
Because obviously all birth control isn't 100%.
Yeah. That's
effective.
The thing, yeah. So like, and like when people are like, oh, you should have been like being careful. It's like I was though. You know what I mean?
That's a precaution.
Yeah.
And it can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
and you never think it's gonna happen to you. And
no.
It does. And then you're just like, oh.
Yeah, like I fully think it'll never happen to me ever. But anytime I have like one slight minuscule symptom, even if I had my period yesterday, I'll be like, pregnancy test.
Yeah.
Like, just to be sure.
I know that was literally me until like I actually was. And I was like, oh, God, I'm not going to be dramatic. Like whatever.
But even like, well, if my mom and dad listen, they'll want to die. Anytime I've done one, you just think, oh, that's obviously negative. Like, obviously it's going to be negative. Like, it's never going to be positive unless you're actively trying. Yeah. But then it just takes one little mistake or like one fucking patch to not work. And bam, baby's on the way.
And I like actually was like, I always thought maybe I was like infertile. Nope, you're not. When you think you are, you're not. You're not. That was like actual fear of mine now. Yeah. Very fertile.
Okay, well, that was a lot. I need to process all that. Before we go into dilemmas, of course, I want to ask Grace, what advice would you give someone that was in your position or a similar position?
I think make the decision for you. Like, actually don't think about anyone else, because I know it's like hard because you want to make everyone happy. I mean, that's what I felt anyways, but like do what is right for you. It will be okay. Like even like it's hard, and like being pregnant on your own is hard. And even like, you know, like those first couple of days with your baby, it's not easy when you're doing it on your own, but like that's like you're doing it on your own. Like go you. Like sometimes I'm like, you know what, like I can do this.
Yeah, and it makes it all worth it when you have your gorgeous little baby.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, well, Grace, thank you for telling us the tea. I'm very sad Sadie's not here right now. Paul was like a HR issue. We'll be right back after the break with some dilemmas. Welcome back to On the Case, guys. We're in our best case scenario segment. So, Grace, we're going to give people our best case scenario for their problems.
I'm probably not the best.
Well, look, I feel like your problem is probably bigger than all these problems. Well, your previous problem. Okay, and also, by the way, guys, I find these hard to read sometimes. We have to start using our punctuation, okay? Because it took me about 4 times. But I'm going to try and relay this information, okay? So, me and a boy have been on and off since first year, and we're now in the last months of third year, and he's telling me he's changed. So I'm presuming he was, you know, acting the maggot. Now he's not. Well, he's saying he's not. We've been back talking in the last 2 months, but we've had so many arguments already from girls that he's mates with telling me that he's going around calling me the psycho ex, him throwing a firework at me. And when it went off, he told me that his friend threw the firework. Like, please, come on. Like, why are we throwing fireworks at people? He's telling me that he's genuinely changed, and I don't know what I should do since we've been on and off for months. It's given, why is anyone throwing fireworks?
Yeah. Okay. I think the fireworks should have been the last straw.
Whether it was him or his friend.
Yeah.
Like, who's throwing fireworks, people?
Why does he have a firework?
Yeah, it's given embarrassing. And if his friends that are girls, I mean, red flag these friends that are girls, I'm joking, are saying that he's going around calling you a psycho, well then that's not.
Yeah. Like, and did you say it to him? Because
yeah, like
even if you did, like, especially if multiple people are saying it. Like, come on.
Yeah, like the person that you're with or that likes you shouldn't be going around talking
Yeah.
badly about you to anybody, let alone other girls, and saying you're
Yeah.
a psycho. And I also just think like sometimes most of the time these on again, off again things don't work out. And I would just say like anyone that wants you will treat you right and not throw fireworks.
Yeah, and know your worth. Like, you're worth more than someone throwing a firework at you.
Yeah, whether it's them or their friend.
There's no excuse.
They all need to go. Every one of them. Maybe the girls are saying that if they're telling you that he's saying these things, but
yeah, true.
Then again, who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, next one. I've been seeing this lad since September. He officially asked me out in December, like love of my life type of stuff. Like we get on so well. I just can't believe it because I didn't even want a boyfriend. I loved being single, but I love him even more. However, he is moving at the end of June to the States. I won't tell details, but basically this was always an option. But he just got an offer for college. We are 23, by the way. He'll definitely be living in the States for 4 years. And it's a 13-hour flight. He wants to stay together because I'm a teacher. So obviously I have summers off and so does he. And he said, like, it'd be so much better to do long distance than not be in each other's lives at all. But all my friends are like, girl, you can't do that to yourself. That's too tough. And you haven't even been together that long. 6-hour time difference as well. And he'll be in American college with all these sexy blonde American cheerleaders. So I'd appreciate any advice you have. Also love you and the pod. Gets me through my commute these days.
Aww.
Girl, I love you. And you know what? I personally believe this dilemma answered itself. He's saying it'd be worse without each other than doing the whole long distance time difference. I think this could work.
I think so. I think if like both sides are willing to put in the work, it should, especially if you can see each other in the summer.
Yeah.
That's so long you get together, do you know?
Yeah, like obviously long distance, I've never done it. But I feel like if the person is meant for you, that you'll make it work. And like not being in each other's pockets 24/7 could be a good thing.
Yeah, that's true. The only thing is time difference. But like, you can make it work.
I'm not saying it'll be easy, but
yeah,
if you think of it this way, right? You don't want to be single anymore because you love this person. So you being at home, being single won't be a problem. The only problem will be missing him.
Yeah.
Not wanting to get with people if you both love each other that much. And also, if he's pushing for it, you know, I think it sounds like green flags to me.
I agree.
Personally.
Yeah.
If your friends are saying you can't do this to yourself and all, that they're not in your shoes, so they don't know.
Yeah. That's true. It's different when it's actually you.
Yeah. Like at the end of the day, obviously I call my boyfriend Uncle Pat, you know that?
Yeah. I do know that.
Uncle Pat. If he turned around tomorrow and said I'm going to America for 4 years, obviously it would be shit. But you just have, when it's you in that situation, you just have to like put yourself first, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Yeah, at least you tried. Yeah. You might regret not trying.
Why not try it for a few months? See how it goes. And as you said, you've got the full summer off. You could literally go to America for 3 months. Imagine like the excitement of like, you know, teaching for the year and then knowing you've got 3 months to go and spend with your future husband.
Yeah.
I think so. It's giving positive.
Yeah, I agree.
I wouldn't listen to your friends, girl. I actually really like this and I think it could work. And as I said, it's kind of a win-win because if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, you tried and you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Slay. Fuck it. Well, guys, thanks for sending your dilemmas. You can send them to onthecasepod@gmail.com. Also to my TikTok, Instagram, literally wherever you want. It does take me a while to find them though on Dilemma Day. So you're actually probably better off sending them to the On The Case account because it gets less messages. But yeah, other than that, that's basically us. Grace, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
How did you find it?
Scary.
Well, you were great. You were very natural. We got the tea and now I want to meet Miss Sadie someday.
Yes. Yeah.
And for those, who don't know, where can they find you? Where can they follow you? What's your handles?
Just Grace McTernan. GRACEMCTORNAN.
Okay, slay. TikTok.
Yeah.
And Instagram.
Oh, there's 2 N's at the end of my name.
2 N's. And she'll be tagged in all the clips we post anyways. But yeah, thanks for coming on, guys. New episodes every single Wednesday. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. And I'll see you next week. Bye. On The Case is an Onic original podcast hosted by me, Kasey Campion. Audio and visual design by Stephen King O'Farrell and Connor Daly. Developed and produced by series producer Paul McGregor. Executive producers Sasha Hamrogue. New episodes of On The Case come out every Wednesday on all podcast platforms, and you can watch full episodes on YouTube. Thanks for listening. This is an Onic original podcast.